Hi, I'm Parker Pemberton with Pemberton Homes and eXp Realty, and today I want to take a look at where we stand in our real estate market. All right, welcome back. Since the last time we've talked, the real estate market has changed a little bit. Things are still very, very hot on the seller side and slow on the buyer side. However, as we've emerged into 2020, a lot of our marketplace has slowed down because of inventory. So right now we're looking at 6 to 7% less inventory than this time last year, which is really causing a couple different factors to happen. Number one, there's just not that many homes for sale. So people who are selling their homes are seeing a lot of showing requests, a lot of buyers coming through their homes, and a lot of the best properties are getting scooped up very quickly. However, buyers are also really, really smart. What they're doing is they're using all of the information they get online, and then they're using that to their advantage when they come and see your house and comparing it to the other homes that they see on the market. So if your home isn't one of the best in your price point, the buyers are likely going to come in and see your house and pass and move on to something else. So we're seeing days on market slightly higher than we did last year. We're seeing inventory levels lower than last year. But the one thing that's really holding us in there are low interest rates for buyers. Right now, somebody with good credit can qualify for a loan, FHA, conventional, VA, somewhere in the mid threes or even sub mid threes. I had a buyer lock in the other day at 3.25. So what that means for buyers is that they're able to afford a lot more house. And a lot more house means a higher price point. So what we're seeing is higher priced homes. Typically 350 to 400 buyers are now able to buy in the 500s. So that opens up a lot of inventory and it spreads out the buyer demand. In one particular circumstance, we just had one of our listings sell. It was in Burnsville. It was priced at $299.9. I sat down with the sellers and I showed them where we were at with the market. And I said, you have two choices here. You can either price it where you want to sell it, or you can price it below the market and drive traffic through your home. And for that particular home, there was only two other homes in that price point that they would have been competing against. So these sellers chose to price their home just below market value. What ended up happening is we had 18 showings in 2 days. They just left my office, chose the offer of their choice. They had over 8 offers to choose from. So what that means is that when you price your home slightly below where the market would tell you, the buyers are going to bring that market value back up to where it should sell. And what we always say in real estate is a property is worth what a buyer is willing to pay for it. So the more activity you can drive to a listing, the more exposure and the more attention you're going to have for that listing, and ultimately you're going to have more competition. Now on the buyer side, it's a lot different. You might walk in and make 2 or 3 offers on properties of your choice, and you might lose out, and that really, really stinks, to be honest. It's tough for the real estate agent, it's tough for the buyers, it's a very emotional process. And so what we're doing these days is we're trying to look for off-market opportunities. We're looking for homes that didn't sell last year, we're looking for sale by owners, we're calling neighborhoods that our buyers are identifying and trying to find people that want to sell their homes. Because if we can eliminate the amount of competition our buyers have to deal with, ultimately our buyers are going to get a better deal. So both sides. It's great to be a buyer right now. To conclude this conversation, whether you're a buyer or a seller, it's still a very, very good real estate market. Both sides have a lot of advantages compared to years in the past. It's great to be a seller right now, and it's great to be a buyer. So I definitely want to encourage everybody out there to look at the real estate market where it's at. We're at a high, but there's a lot of positive factors on both sides. And until that inventory starts to change and starts to go back up, I don't think we're going to see a change in the marketplace. So I think things will pretty much hold where they're at, and we should be living in a very good real estate market for at least the next year or a couple of years to come. As always, thank you for tuning in. I am Parker Pemberton with Pemberton Homes at eXp Realty.